Where was I?
So you were talking about the image being inverted in the retina.
Yes, yeah. So you have a light sensitive screen, which is the retina. Okay. Light first enters the thin membrane called cornea, which is a transparent bulge. Okay. Eyeball approximately spherical in diameter, spherical shape. Okay. It's not a perfect sphere. Need not be a perfect sphere. Okay. Approximately a sphere. Okay. Diameter is 2.3 centimeters. You should know how much is 2.3 centimeters. It is 1 inch, less than an inch. Okay. Most of the refraction of light occurs at cornea. Crystalline lens merely provides final adjustment of the focal length. Okay. And iris is the dark muscular diaphragm. It has to be dark because it has to cut the light, right? So this iris is this part, this dark membrane. Okay. So the job of the iris is to block the light entering this part, right? So since it block the light, this has to be a opaque material. It should be dark. Okay. If it is a thin material, means light will pass through this iris. That's not required, right? So just to block the light. So since it has to block the light, this iris has to be dark membrane. Iris is a dark muscular diaphragm that controls the size of the pupil. Pupil is the part of the lens which is open to the light. This one. This is the lens. Okay. This part of the lens in which the light is entering. So this is the open part of this lens. That open part is called pupil. Okay. What is the size of the pupil? Replace the amount of light entering the eye. Okay. And retina is a delicate membrane having light sensitive cells. Obviously, it has to sense light, right? Okay. This will generate electrical signal, which will send to the brain via the optic nerves. So once the image is created here, that signal is sent to the brain via this. Some connection has to be there, right? Like for electrical current to flow, we need electrical wires, right? Actually, this is also electrical impulses only. So sort of conducting nerve. So let's transfer this light signal as an electrical signal. Will reach the brain, and brain will sense the image here. Brain interprets the signals, processes the information. And obviously, all these parts of the eye are delicate parts. So once if you get damaged or stops functioning properly, then it will affect the quality of the image. So if suppose if you get injured or some accident or some playing some sports, something comes and hits and damages some part, obviously it will affect the quality of the image obtained by the eye. Okay, so when the object position is changing, U is changing, so the focal length has to change exactly by this correct amount so that V is the same size of the eyeball. Okay, but if the eye lens is not able to change the focal length properly, okay, then the image will not be clear. In that case, what you have to do is you have to put one more lens in the front to compensate for it. Okay, what is the lens called? Understood the question? No. See, the object can be placed anywhere in front of the eye, in the sense like eye can see objects at any distance. You can see nearby book or some faraway tree. For all the objects, I am able to see it clearly because the image is formed at the screen by adjusting the focal length properly. Because V I cannot change because V is fixed from the lens to the retina, that is fixed. When U is changing, I have to change this F so that I get a clear image on this retina. but this lens is not able to do that adjustment to the focal length properly, then the image will fall somewhere before the retina or after the retina. In that case, the image will be not clear.
Hello, somebody.
Okay, so this problem can be corrected. Mute your mic.
எனக்கு என்ன இருக்கு
Mute your mics.
ஹலோ மா பாருமா பாத்திய சரின்னு சொன்னா நான் பேசுறேன் போ
Govind, mute your mic. Ishwar,
My mic is already
Your
muted,
mic.
sir.
Ishwar. Okay, so if the eye has lost the ability to adjust the focal length exactly the amount I want,
Sorry, sir.
image comes in the retina, I have to put a lens in front of this eye. What is the lens called? Spectacles.
Okay, sir.
So that's how the spec works. Because the eye is not able to adjust the focal length exactly the way it is required. So that additional adjustment is done by the specs in front of the eye. Okay. Some people might have the problem of without the specs, the image forming on the front of the retina or on the back of the retina. So that one will be, so if it forms on front of the retina, so whatever light is entering, I have to diverge it a little bit, right? So that will be a concave lens. I'll just repeat. Wait. Suppose some object is here, someone is standing here. Suppose the image of this one is falling here. Okay, instead of falling on the retina, then I have to use a concave lens here to make it fall on the retina. Because see, if light rays are converging like this and forming an image here, and I want to make it form the image at a farther distance. So in that case, I have to diverge this light ray a little bit, right? Then it will form, then it will focus at a larger distance. So diverging is done by a concave lens. Because concave lens is a diverging lens and convex lens is converging lens. So for eye which is forming an image in front of the retina, I have to use a concave lens to make the focus on this retina. If you use a diverging lens, it will focus at a farther distance. So this is concave lens, and usually students use this concave lens because for them the image of the object is forming in front of them. For old people, this image will form here. Okay, for them they have to use a convex lens to bring the focus to the image formation to the on the retina. So instead of image forming here, what should I say? If the eyeball is here, okay, instead of image forming here, if the light is just converging at a farther point, okay, but I want to focus on this one. This is the retina, so I have to converge it further. So here in this case, I have to use a convex lens. So for people who the image is forming here beyond the retina, the convex lens has to be used as a specs. These are old people. Okay, so this actually it's the last part of the chapter. We'll come to it. So any doubts so far? Let me open the NCERT book. So defects of eye. So this is a normal eye. Okay, where this is the eye in which the image instead of forming on the retina, it's forming on the front. So to correct this thing, I have to make the light go like this, right? So I have to diverge the light a little bit. So that I can do by putting a concave lens in the front. So this is my specs. Okay, the power is focal is negative and power is minus. So this is the lens which usually students have this concave lens where the power is minus. So here the defect of the eye is the image instead of forming on the retina, which is for a normal eye, it's forming on the before the retina. So to make it fall on the retina, I have to diverge it a little bit using a concave lens. So this defect of eye is called myopia, nearsightedness. Okay, this I'll explain later. Okay, similarly, I can have a second possibility where this is a normal eye, but this is defective eye, image is forming on the retina, forming a little bit far away. So this ray I have to converge it so that it comes and meets here. That is done by this convex lens. So this is a converging lens. So this defect of the eye is called hypermetropia. Okay, first defect is this one where the image is forming before the retina, and second defect is where the image is forming beyond the retina. Okay, these things will come later. Okay, any questions? So far,
Sir, I don't understand myopia, sir.
we'll do it. I just wanted to give an introduction. See, basically what I said, this is the normal eye, where the image of the object is forming in the retina. Okay, but since this focal length, it's actually very short. If the focal length is a little bit more, then the image will form here, right? But this eye is not able to adjust the focal length, or I should say, increase the focal length, so that
Sir,
the
why
image.
it can't adjust, sir?
Sorry,
Sir, why it can't be able to adjust the focal length, sir?
the ciliary muscles has to work, no? See, if it works
Oh, okay,
perfectly, okay, it has to stretch the lens. Here in this case, the stretching is not enough. Here, this lens has to be stretched a little bit more so that the focal length is increased. Okay, so the ciliary muscle is not able to stretch it beyond this point. So instead of using this, so that job is done by the outside lens, specs, which diverges the light ray so that the image forms on the retina. So here the light is too converging so that the image before the retina. So I can have an opposite defect also, where the image is forming beyond. Here the lens is, ciliary is not able to contract this lens. Actually, this lens has contracted a little bit more so that the image forms here, but lens is too stretched. So the image is here. So to make it focus here, I have to introduce an outside lens, which is the specs. Yeah, Ashwath, what is the question?
So what if I have a concave lens instead of convex lens? How will it affect our view?
Oh, then you won't get any real image, no? To get real image, which has to fall in the retina, okay, then I will not work.
Okay.
Concave lens, it's only possible to get virtual image. In convex lens, we can get real image, except for the last case, where the object is within the focal length. Outside the focal length is always real image. It can be either diminished or enlarged, depending on U value. So to get the real image on the retina, we need convex lens in the eye. There's no other way.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
This is a convex lens. So all of you have done the homework.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All should get about
Yes,
95.
sir.
Okay. And the first chapter, second chapter, learn CBSE questions. You have to solve a lot of problems. See, you might read the theory part, you might read the NCRT, you might think you are understanding everything, but there'll be small gaps in understanding. You will test your understanding by solving more and more problems. There's no other way. So learn CBSE got a lot of questions. Few of them are repetitive. So solve as many questions as possible. Solutions are given, but don't look at the solution. Hide the solution, try the problem. Once you don't get, you can see solution will be partially, and then again try again. Okay. And next time, maybe after 2 days, you're trying the same problem, try without looking at the solution. Okay. Only way to test your understanding or improve understanding is solving problems. There is no other way. Theoretical questions are very few. Even those theoretical questions to test your understanding. So to improve your understanding, you have to solve problems. Okay. So learn CBC, how many of you have solved? I given the link, right? Long time back. Or you can just go to Google and say learn CBSE class 10 physics and put the chapter name, you'll get it. Learn CBSE, light, important questions here. Okay. So first you have a lot of ads are coming. First you have 1 mark questions, okay, and then 2 mark questions and 5 mark questions in the end. So try as many questions as possible without looking at the solution. Okay, and they also mentioned the year in which it has come as a board question paper. This is All India 2019. Okay, so how many of you solved these questions? Ashwath, how many
Yes, sir.
how many questions you have solved in this Learn CPSC?
Sir,
No time.
more than 75, I guess.
You have to solve as many questions as possible. Okay, reading theory partner should take maybe 50% of your time. 50% of the time should be in solving problems. Okay, understood? All of you.
Understood, sir. Sir, most of the questions in it are repeated.
Yeah. So you can skip.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, from there also you can get an understanding of the pattern of the question you will get in your exam. Because even the paper person who is studying the question paper, he has to get the idea from somewhere, right? So he look at the previous question paper, maybe some NEET question papers, maybe some other JEE main question papers. So even you have to try a little bit harder questions like from JEE, NEET and those things. Okay, because the people who are studying the question paper, they will try to get idea from other question papers. Okay, so whatever I give as homework, you just keep trying that. Who is raising hand?
Okay, sir.
Anyone else? Any doubts?
Varanian, sir.
How are you? What is the doubt? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic before asking question. Couple of minutes left. Show me any questions?
No, sir.
Or
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
yeah,
Sir, you said for the whole old people, the the light will be not touching retina and it goes straight away
Yeah.
after retina, no, sir.
yeah.
There, the ciliary muscles are not working properly because they got
Ciliary-
damaged or they got old.
See, the stretching capability has reduced. See, it has to stretch to whatever extent I need it, and it has to contract to whatever level extent I need it, right? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
here in this thing, it has to stretch more. Only then the focal length will decrease, right? When you stretch the lens, it will become
Yes, sir.
okay. When it becomes thin, the focal length will, sorry, if it is too thin, the focal length is large. No, so it has to contract here. So here it's not contracting properly. Here it's too stretched.
Okay, sir.
When the length is too stretched, okay, the focal length is more. Okay, so here the length, the ciliary muscle is not contracting properly.
Okay, sir.
For young people, it is opposite. It has to stretch more to increase the focal length. It's too contracted.
Sir, mitopian eyes is totally different from the normal eyes, sir.
Different in the sense the capability of the ciliary muscles. Only
But
that
sir?
part. The ciliary muscles, only that part is defective. This
It's a problem, sir.
see the muscle here. Problem in the sense it's not able to stretch that much. This muscles here, Okay, it has to stretch and contract properly, to the required amount. So like a rubber band, okay, I can stretch the rubber band little bit and leave it, it'll come back, right? If I stretch the rubber band too much, it will break.
Yes, sir.
So there is a limit to which it can be stretched. Like that.
Okay, sir.
Some people see another problem is instead of this cylinder is one problem. Another problem is this eyeball, if it is too distorted, like an egg, then the retina is going far away, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, suppose the cerebellum is also okay, there is no problem. But instead of this eyeball being approximately spherical, if it becomes oval, then also this problem will come. Okay, like anda like this. Here in this case, it will become anda like this, vertical. So even the
Oh, okay, sir.
shape of the eyeball, it has to be approximately
Yes, sir.
spherical. So this problem can arise because of two reasons. One is ciliary muscle, another is shape of the eyeball. So the eyeball is like this, elongated ellipse sort of a thing. Then also this problem will come. They are,
Okay, sir. I got it, sir.
so here they have written it, right? The defect may arise due to excessive
sir.
curvature of the eye lens, okay, or elongation of the eyeball. We'll come to it in the next class. No hurry.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So we'll close now. Any other two people in the chat? Learn CBSE, 21st question, 44th question, Varanian. Okay, next time. Okay, I'll do it next time. So we'll close now. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Boy, sir.